What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the DC edition of the Ragin Nation show. This is just web series. We're talking about all things matter me in the DC Extended Universe. This is episode number 38, and I just checked out the new Suicide Squad trailer. This is the second trailer, and it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the fact that they put in Bohemian Rhapsody with all the visuals just flowed so well. And it kind of gives you an idea of what's really happening. And I felt that by watching it, I got a Ocean's 11 type of vibe. Like they're putting the gang together, putting the crew together, and then we go out on a mission. And that mission is to take down the Joker. At least that's what I gather from it. So from this video, we're going to do a shot-for-shot analysis of this trailer. We're going to do a trailer review. So we're going to start off with this shot in cell D108, where Captain Boomerang is held inside, and he's saying something like, let me out, and then this guard closes the window. And then we have Harley Quinn, and she gets this giant, massive cell to herself, and it looks pretty comfortable. She even gets a book and tea, and that in itself makes me to start liking the character. And then here's Will Smith as Deadshot, and now this is a little bit more of a colder tone. You see that he's in a cell, with concrete walls, and then it's raining outside, and then you see a teardrop. He's probably been in there for a while, or he misses somebody, most likely his daughter. And now I think that this is Diablo's cell, and it looks even colder than a Deadshot cell. I mean, look at it. It looks like a dungeon in there. And now you see him playing with fire, which is one of his special abilities. And there's Captain Boomerang screaming at the camera, saying, "Let me out!" And here's Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She's saying that she wants to put together a team or something like that. And then he looks like some kind of somebody that's part of the defense department. He says these are bad guys, the worst of the worst. And they're about to open the door to Deadshot's cell, but then they have an entire riot squad in there with riot shield and gear and everything. And then Deadshot's about to put up his fist, and then boom, they take him down, and they take him out of his cell, and they beat him a little bit. And then looks like he's being put through a little bit of some kind of a type of detention in water, and then they let him out. And then next you see these guys who I believe are going to operate on Killer Croc. I don't know if this is Joker's people, or if this is the people, like the good guys that they want to do some experiments on him. I don't know. Now here's Deadshot, and he's making a wisecrack at these people, saying that they're like, what are we, like a cheerleading squad or something like that? And this is funny. This is Captain Boomerang coming out of a body bag, and then once he comes out, he starts punching people while everybody watches. And what's even funnier is that you have Slipknot over here, and this is so random. That's why it cracked me up. While the punching was going on, he punches a female FBI agent. Like, that was completely random and unexpected. And then here's Harley Quinn. She's like, woo! This is a pretty cool scene. You see these soldiers here. And then here's Rick Flag going through all the files. This is Deadshot. He says he shoots things. No, here's a crocodile. He eats things. I mean, look at those teeth. And then here's Diablo. He burns things. And this one is Enchantress. She's possessed by a witch. And this one's just straight up crazy. Here's a shot of Scott Eastwood. He plays one of the soldiers. And then Harley Quinn is saying that her inner voice is telling her to escape. And the Slipknot's looking right at her. And then she's saying, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. So Rick Flag is laying down the law. Here's the deal. We are going to go into a very, very dangerous place, and you could possibly die from it. So he's just giving them a mission briefing, and they're flying into the city with these Chinook helicopters, and they're being shot at. So this is a very dangerous area. The city is under siege. It looks like Chicago because I kind of recognize these bridges from Transformers, Dark of the Moon. So it could be Chicago. But anyways, the city is under siege. Bullets flying everywhere. And then you see that the Chinook never made it. It crashed into the city, and here's the squad with all the soldiers. Now look at this. What is exactly going on here? Something caused this car to get torn in half, and then it just melted. So what the heck caused that? Here's our team minus Killer Croc. And something gives me a feeling that Captain Boomerang and Slipknot have a bit of a feud with each other. Look at the way they're looking at each other. It doesn't look like a team playing type of look. But I find the closest connection is with Deadshot and Rick Flag. I find that they have a close connection. They seem to be talking to each other a bit in the trailer, and also you see them stand next to each other together, firing at a target, like an enemy target. So here they are in this building, and they're trying to infiltrate this building. You see a lot of gunfire has happened because there's bullets all over the floor. But what exactly happened here? This looks like a subway, and it's just been infested with all kinds of organic evil stuff. Look at this. It looks like a freaking like an alien nest or hive. This is a pretty cool scene. Now you get to see Deadshot's abilities in using weapons. In this case, he's not using a rifle. He is using a double pistols, which are like, you know, he's doing double-fisted gunplay in here. So he will be using a lot of guns in this movie. Here he is again shooting. There's Rick Flag in the background, backing him up. Here's Harley Quinn going up an escalator. She's waving by, and it's scenes like this that make me really like Harley Quinn. And once again, here's Deadshot and Rick Flag once again in another shot together. They're kind of like bros. Here's Harley Quinn shooting. This looks like the inside of a building, so she's probably under attack here. And finally, we get to see Deadshot wearing the mask. Something tells me that Will Smith, part of his contract is that he has to take the mask off for more than half of the film. Because look at this. We get to only see Deadshot wearing the mask in only one shot in the entire trailer. The rest of it is Will Smith having to show his pretty face. I mean, what is up with that? I would like to see Deadshot, when he's Deadshot, put on the mask. When he's not Deadshot, you can take off the mask when you're just a regular civilian. But, man, that's the only thing that I have a little bit of a gripe about Suicide Squad so far. Now, here's a scene where is that Captain Boomerang pushing around Slipknot? I kind of think it's Slipknot, based on, like, he looks like the same dreadlocks that Slipknot has. I think it could be something else, but I'm just guessing because it looks like they had a feud with each other before. Here's Killer Croc about to smash somebody. So you can see that Killer Croc is all about the physical beatdown. And once again, another playful shot of Harley Quinn. She has some hair in her face, so she blows it up, like, so that it's not in her face. Now we get to see Joker, and he's telling this guy, you know, wait till you see some of my toys. And I guess by that, it refers to his weapons, or something like that, or some technology that he has. And I'm just wondering who he's talking to. In this shot, he's wearing this dark gray metallic suit. He will go through a lot of other costumes. Here are the Joker's henchmen, and what I find very twisted and funny about the henchmen is that they feel the need to wear these really odd masks and costumes. The left guy has an eyeball for a mask, and the right guy has one of those creepy-looking baby masks. Now here's the Joker, and he has a suit on with a bow tie, and he's got a gold AK-47. That is nuts. And once again, he goes through a lot of wardrobe changes, but I'm just curious who he's shooting at. Now here's one of the soldiers with a Gatling gun, and also I'm wondering who is he shooting at. This shot we've seen before in the original teaser trailer, and here is the Joker's ride. He has Harley Quinn in there. Enchantress seems to be in a boardroom in the White House, if you see in the background, that seems to be the White House logo. And then she's saying something like, let's have some fun or something like that. And I'm just curious what the scene is about because it's the Enchantress inside a boardroom of the White House. And then Captain Boomerang giving the Harley Quinn the look. And this is a pretty interesting scene. Look around. That's his toys. That's Joker, once again in a different wardrobe. And you don't just see knives, but you see pistols. You see machine guns. You even see a hammer. Lots and lots of weapons at Joker's disposal. You can see he's quite psychotic here. Now, here's our first shot, individual shot of Katana. And one of the things about Katana is that she isn't just like an expert swordsman and martial artist, but when she kills her victims, she takes their souls with her rather. And you can see right there, that isn't just smoke. If you look closely, those are like the souls, or those are skulls. Those are skull faces. So this film is going to be pretty interesting because you got the grounded realistic elements and then there are the supernatural elements that are going to be in it. So there's going to be a lot of weird things. Like we're getting into the weird zone, but I love the gritty nature of this film. And there's Deadshot's hand. He's going through the arsenal that Amanda Waller is going to be giving to him at his disposal. He's loading up, and there's Amanda Waller in the background. And this is just to entice him because he loves guns. After all, his name is Deadshot. He's an expert marksman. And there's Diablo. He's about to lay the smackdown. This is a pretty funny shot. Something tells me that this is a pretty awesome role for Jai Courtney, because we've seen Jai Courtney always play this pretty one-sided badass. He always plays a badass. He always plays like a pretty one-sided character, villain or something with not a whole lot of depth. He's, he almost plays like a robot, not literally, but figuratively. Every time I see him in films, he plays the same type of character. But here he's playing a more comedic type of character. I mean, look at this. He has to stop to take a drink break, maybe an energy drink or something. Here's Katana, and you see her eyes dilating to from all white to all black, if you watch closely in the trailer. Here's a interesting shot of Harley Quinn. She appears to be in some kind of party, I think, and she's making gun motions with her hand in this scene. It looks like the Chinook is being shot down, perhaps by a heat-seeking missile, and then it needs to put on evasive maneuvers with the shaft pods to avoid getting shot down. Now here's another one of Joker's villains. Once again, they put on these ridiculous costumes. In this case, it's this scary looking panda. Here's Scott Eastwood giving a fist bump to one of his soldier buddies. We don't really get to see a whole lot of Scott Eastwood. He's really just like a kind of like a team leader, point man type of guy. Now this is the most interesting shot of them all. This, I'm pretty positive, is one of those alien type of villains, because look at what happens. Okay, this thing is able to destroy a subway car with his abilities, and he makes it melt. And look at this. Look at all those things that is attached to his body. And look, it completely destroys the subway car, just causing it to just deform and dematerialize. It's ridiculous. Here's Joker. He's not happy with somebody. Once again, you see a guy with a funny mask on, and then he points the gun at the guy, and then it reveals another guy standing behind him with a really funny mask as well. Killer Croc doesn't seem to be happy with Katana, so in this shot, he's about to put his hands on her throat, like choking her out. Don't know what the story is about that, but it looks like it really tells you that the team, even though they are a team, they don't all get along with each other. They are not friends. They are here on a mission. They're all criminals, and they're the worst of the worst. And they all have their own, things against each other. All right, they don't all get along. Here's the only shot we have of Harley Quinn before she becomes her crazy self. And now this is a battle sequence involving Deadshot shooting down those alien-looking things. Now they have weapons. They don't just have their crazy special ability. I can tell it's one of those guys because if you look closely at his head, it's all these weird texture, like alien-like texture on his head, which shows that this is a mutated human or this is an alien of some kind. And then Deadshot continues to blast at him. A lot of rounds are going off, as you can see. And here's one of those things. And Harley Quinn's blowing bubble gum. And see, check this out. This is a subway pillar. It just gets destroyed with one of those alien things' tentacle arm. And you can see the soldiers shooting at him. And then like its tentacle arm is just like crazy. It just gets bigger and bigger, and I'm sure that the soldiers are doomed. Here's Cara Delevingne as Enchantress before she becomes Enchantress. The Joker in another outfit. Diablo using his ability to create fire and blast fire. And Harley Quinn is obviously quite amazed by it because check that out. Check out that fireball. I mean that blast of fire. That just is a great way to take out the opponents. And Cara Delevingne is becoming the Enchantress. Captain Boomerang is blown away. And no, this I find is a pretty spoilerific shot. You have Joker jumping off, and then the next shot it appears to be Joker saving Harley Quinn from drowning. That's pretty spoilerish. I kind of wish they didn't put that in. I wish they just put some random action shots, but this is kind of like, this has to do with the plot of the film and his character. These are character developments, so they kind of gave that away. I like this shot here. Remember how I said there's a lot of shots of Rick Flag and Deadshot? Well, they might have a bond in the movie because Deadshot seems to be a kind of like a leader role in this film. But here's a scene where just from the look in Will Smith's eyes, it shows you that what he could be saying to Rick Flag is that, you know what, you better hold up your part of the bargain. We're working for you, okay? But we do not trust you. All right, you lied to us or something like that. I feel that there's a trust issue going on here, and Deadshot is pointing that out, that you failed to deliver on or if you failed to deliver on what you said, then we're gonna do something about it, right? So that's the look that Will Smith seems to be giving here. Joker in his crazy looking shiny purple jacket. And Killer Croc is performing a Hulk Hogan by tearing up his tank top. One of the Shinnocks going down. And this is a pretty funny shot of Harley Quinn, but she's actually inside Joker's ride. And here's Joker driving, and he's like, ah! Probably Batman is on the thing on the hood of the car. And Will Smith, punching the punching bag. With much intensity. And this is crazy. Check this out. I think this is the thing that mutates the humans into those alien-looking things. So this is pretty nuts. You see some of the Suicide Squad members like Katana over there watching as this is happening. And Harley Quinn jumps to catch a rope. And then finally, the last scene is of the team. And then Harley Quinn decides to smash a window of a department store with a baseball bat. And then Rick Flag draws a gun on her. And then she's like, what the hell's going on, right? And then she says, check out the booty shot. She says, he says, what is wrong with you people? And then she says, I love this part. We're bad guys. And then she gives him this look like, duh, type of look. And that was awesome. That shows so much about her personality. And I love how she's portrayed in this film. All right, I love the new costume. I love that Margot Robbie is cast as Harley Quinn. And basically, this film is actually in my top 5 most anticipated films of 2016. And it's mainly because they're bringing in something new. This is something fresh. This is still in the weird world of the DC Extended Universe. And they are keeping it real. They made it grounded and gritty while while staying in the realm of weirdness, which is awesome. So really looking forward to it. Love this trailer, and I can't wait to see this movie. And it's going to be presented in IMAX 3D. I just found out that certain scenes are shot in IMAX, alright? So really excited about that. You guys know how much I love the IMAX format. But anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. What do you guys think of the trailer? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Decided to pull back on the silliness. He pulled back on the fun. It's not a fun situation. He kept it serious in tone, and he kept it